U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is urging allies to supply more arms to Ukraine.
That's right. He made the comments today during a meeting in Brussels. Meanwhile, Ukraine is pushing ahead with its counteroffensive against Russia, but Moscow continues to fire back. Officials say Russian missiles hit two industrial facilities in central Ukraine.
CBS News foreign correspondent Ian Lee joins us now from Dnipro, Ukraine. Ian, you spoke with several Ukrainian soldiers fighting on the front lines. What did they have to tell you?
Hi, Lana. You know, the one thing that we know about the Russians, or at least we're hearing, is that they're under-equipped, under-trained, and have low morale. But when you talk to Ukrainian soldiers, they're not underestimating their adversary. They have been making ground down there in the south along that front line. The unit we talked to said they were able to make about 2.5 miles. They said when they hit their front lines, because of the intensive artillery fire on the Russian lines, the Russians retreated and they were able to take those trenches without much resistance. But they said they were very impressed by the defensive networks that they've encountered. And so they expect that the fighting could be rough and that this isn't going to be an easy offensive.
Now, Ian, the U.S. and other Western allies said today that they're delivering air defense equipment to Ukraine, something the nation has been really asking and pleading for a very long time. What can you tell us about the air defense systems and if the Ukrainians feel that it will be enough to give them the advantage?
You know, Errol, something that we hear constantly here in Dnipro and really all around Ukraine are these air raid sirens, and they happen all the time. And Russia has launched numerous airstrikes into Ukraine. We see reports constantly of warehouses, other buildings, people being injured. And so that's something that the Ukrainians want to put a stop to. And so in this recent aid package from the United States, our NASAMS surface-to-air missiles, these are medium-range surface-to-air missiles, can take out a lot of threats, but they really do want to close the skies over Ukraine. And actually, when I was talking to the troops, they say one of their big motivations to completing this war is to stop those airstrikes on their family members. And so their morale is high, but they do want to see these airstrikes stop. And those surface-to-air missiles that are coming from the West are crucial to make that happen.
Ian, let's talk about Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. UN nuclear officials finally made it there. What are they looking for? And are there concerns that Russia, which is holding the plant, won't cooperate with their efforts?
Yeah, so the head of the IAEA, Lana, said that it is a dangerous situation right now, and that's because the Kakhovka Dam, which was a huge reservoir that after that was destroyed, that reservoir dwindled, and so the pond that helps cool that nuclear power plant, there's a risk that that pond could rupture, that water could go, and really you could have a nuclear meltdown. Now, Ukrainian officials are shutting down that nuclear power plant. A cold shutdown is what they call it. 5 of the 6 reactors have already been in that cold shutdown, which basically there's no nuclear fission taking place, there's no heat, there's no pressure, there's one more left to go. But it does create a dangerous situation. There has been a lot of fear around this plant, especially fear that fighting could release a nuclear disaster. And so that's why the IAEA is so adamant about protecting that site so we don't get another Chernobyl disaster.
All right, Ian Lee giving us all the latest there from Dnipro, Ukraine. Thank you.